Thank you. Guten Tag. Wir freuen uns sehr in München zu sein. Thank you, Germany. Thank you, München, to host us. This is a place, this is a country which has produced great leaders all across the centuries, from Max Muller to Max Planck, from Beethoven to Hans Zimmer, and from Franz Beckenbauer to many new football players. So thank you very much, München. Honorable Chief Minister, sir, Honorable Mr. Tobias Rosenthal, Dr. Rajesh Rajora, sir, Shri Sanjay Dubey, sir, Shri Saurabh Sangla from CII, Shri Sadrughn Sinha, sir, Deputy Consul General in Munich. Sir. So, I want to present the case why to invest in Madhya Pradesh. As you know that Honorable Prime Minister has recently made a statement in Stuttgart that year 2024 makes the 25th anniversary of Indo-German strategic partnership, making it a historic year. Germany's focus on India document reflects the world recognizing the strategic importance of India. You also know that German Chancellor recently visited India, and bilateral ties between India and Germany are all-time high. Our Chief Minister Saab who happens to be Industry Minister also, he is heading this department from initial days when he became Chief Minister. He has declared, and his focus has always been industry, and he has declared year 2025 as year of industry and employment. So this is his vision to promote industry. We know that Indo-German economic and trade relations are very, very strong. There are more than 1,700 German companies operating in India, more than 200 Indian companies operating in Germany. Indian FDI sectors for Germany in different fields, in IT, in pharma, in automobile, engineering, renewable energy, hospitality. And German FDI in India relates to logistic, electric equipment, metallurgical, automobile, and several others. Exports from India to Germany is $10.13 billion, and exports from Germany to India $15.93 billion. So if you combine these, the bilateral merchandise trade between these two great countries is around $26 billion. Madhya Pradesh has also got a great connection with Germany, and Madhya Pradesh exports year-on-year basis. It has increased in past several years. It was $157.9 million in year 1920, and now it has risen to, in year 21-22, it has risen to 241.7. Exports from Madhya Pradesh is growing at a CAGR of 15.2%. So this is phenomenal. And what constitutes our exports to Germany? Agri residues, organic compounds, textile and garments, plastics, medicaments, and automotive parts. We have an economy in Madhya Pradesh which is based on several factors. But basically, Madhya Pradesh has got abundance from the nature, from the God nature. We are the second largest provincial area in India, more than 308,000 square kilometers of area. We have the largest forest cover. Geographically, we have around 32% our area covered by forest, which is around 12% of entire forest cover of India. We are the largest exporters and second largest producers of wheat in country. We are the cleanest state, and every time you hear about cleanliness and AQI and any right to life and livability conditions, you will always see that ours have the cleanest capital and the cleanest city in shape of Bhopal and Indore. Indore has won 6 times the cleanest city award in India. We have 5th largest consumer base, which is around 88 million. Madhya Pradesh is a leading producer of diamond, copper, and manganese. We have abundance of mineral resources. We are largest cement manufacturers in India. We have thickest seam in our state. We have conducted highest number of mineral blocks auction, and in that respect we are number one in entire country. So we have lots of opportunities here in mining sector. Now, Madhya Pradesh has got some definitive advantages. We have 43% working population of 0.2 million per graduates, which is added every year. Very low attrition rate. There is ease of living in our state. Skilled workforce is in abundance. We have good base of industrial water supply, more than 1,000 billion cubic meters at very affordable rates. We are power surplus state with more than 31 gigawatt of electricity supply, excellent road network, 5.1 lakh kilometers per road network. We have a very prominent national importance institutes in our state. We are focusing on higher education, technical education, medical education, and in skill development. Every field we are focusing very, very much. So we have 8 institutes, IITs, IIM, NITs. We have 55 private universities, second highest in entire country. Honorable Chief Minister, who previously was a higher education minister, he has taken lots of interest in developing higher education sector. He has recently initiated the process of declaring 55 colleges as PM Excellence colleges all across the state. We have 1287 industrial training institutes. We have 1373 government and private colleges. We have strong connectivity. We have a strong connectivity catering to the value chain. You will see that almost all the major corridors pass through Madhya Pradesh, North, South, Agra, Mumbai, Delhi, Mumbai Industrial Corridor, East, West. So we have very good connectivity. We have 6 inland container depots, 1 multimodal logistic park. There are 6 airports in Madhya Pradesh. We have an excellent MSME setup and a startup ecosystem, and there is a good system of research and development also. More than 1.4 million MSMEs are there in Madhya Pradesh. They employ more than 7.3 million persons. We have the 7th largest MSME base in entire country. We have an excellent startup ecosystem. We are the first state, one of the first states who have declared their startup policy also. We have more than 4,600 recognized startups, and we have more than 2,200 women-led startups. We have incubators in different fields. You can see it here. In MSME policy and startup policy, we basically give capital subsidy in tune up to 40% of plants and machinery in MSME. We give them financial assistance for quality certification, energy audit, for intellectual property rights. In case of a startup, we give them seed funding, power concessions, and others. Now we have policies in almost all the sectors you can think of. I have just named all of them here. In case you can see film, tourism policy is there, MP tourism policy for land allocation, real estate policy is there, PHP pump hydro policy is there, renewable energy. Every policy you can think of that is there in Madhya Pradesh. And what are the key incentives we give in these policies? Normally the investment promotion assistance, that is up to 10% to 40% of their total layout of plant and machinery. Assistance for infrastructure development, for employment generation incentive, stamp duty registration fee waiver, electricity duty exemptions, and assistance for green industrialization, exports, and land related benefits. We have also decided to go for new policies in global capability centers, biotechnology, EV, AVGC, and green hydrogen. In case any project which is worth 100 crore Indian rupees and beyond, there is a policy, there is a scheme in Madhya Pradesh where this case can go to CCIP, Cabinet Committee on Investment Promotion, which is headed by Honorable Chief Minister, where you can get concession, waivers, and support, financial support from Madhya Pradesh government beyond the policies. So whatever that is written here and whatever that is there in the policy is there, which is almost given to everyone, But if in any case, if it project is beyond 100 crores, then it's treated as a mega project, and it is treated in a very different way. Now, state has a conducive labor dynamics, zero man days laws. We are the first state in entire country to have labor case management system. We have very safe working environment for women 24/7. They can work with no problems. We have also reduced the compliance burden, and only one register has to be kept in case of labor department. Previously, it used to be around 16. A state is a top achiever in ease of doing business, and ever since these EODB rankings, which was started previously in India, Madhya Pradesh has been amongst the top 5 states of country. We have given 3 years exemptions to industry for different kinds of approvals and NOCs, etc. We have given exemptions for inspections. So we have also reduced compliance burdens in many cases. We have decriminalized the provisions of different sections in case of Madhya Pradesh. I have mentioned labor case management system. We have got all our services at one-stop solution investment portal. We can allot land from there, and we are mutually attached with national single window system. You can start your business in 30 days, and in some of the cases where you cannot get NOCs, etc. From a particular department, there is a provision of deemed approval, and you will be amazed to know that more than 11 lakh applications have been disposed of as deemed approval. Now you have opportunities. I will invite German investors in medical devices, textiles and garments, power and renewable energy equipment, footwear, accessories, plastics and allied and logistics. So there are several other sectors in case higher education, technical education and skill development. There are many sectors where technology driven German companies can take help of our state. Now we have opportunities to collaborate in education and skill. Next slide, please. And we had discussions today at different places, and everywhere we just find that there can be a good industry academia relationship. We have to work. Both of our countries can work in research and development projects, and there can be a good combination and coordination on those things. Now, your trust in us, you can see the names. I won't say more than this. Now, this is a story of trust. When Volvo bus, any Volvo bus which is driven in Europe, there is a huge chance that engine is made in Pithampur, which is near Indore in Madhya Pradesh. And see the journey of Volvo Eicher. They started in 1986. They kept on increasing their investment, diversification and augmentation of their project. In 1999, they had additional investment of 100 crores. In 2007, at 300 crores, 12, 13, 1800 crores. And 2016, they have 1250 crores, and 2018, 900 crores. And in 22 to 24, they are investing more than 2,700 crores. And recently, they are asking for more land. So this is the kind of faith, this is the kind of trust we generate. If you come to Madhya Pradesh, we are going to welcome you on a red carpet. So the Volvo Eicher factories in India, the company has chosen to expand 90% of plants in Madhya Pradesh in 3 decades. And they employ more than 45,000 persons directly and indirectly in our state. Now, apart from investment, these are the things I just wanted to show you. You should visit Madhya Pradesh. You can see the sanctuaries, the national parks, the iconic the phenomena called tiger, UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and great temple of Mahakal and Omkareshwar. Welcome to Madhya Pradesh. And finally, I will just say, vielen Dank, wir sehen uns wieder. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the comprehensive overview of opportunities in Madhya Pradesh. We now invite Mr. Sanjay Dubey, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, honorable guests on the dais, Consul General Shantanu Sinha ji, officers of Madhya Pradesh and industrialists on the dais and off the dais. After having laid out the red carpet by my colleague Raghavendra Singh for you, I am here to present the case for investment in Madhya Pradesh in IT, ITES, ESDM and data centers. But before I start on this, let us have some numbers, and the numbers are about 550 million per day transactions are happening in India, which are digital in nature, worth 265 million euros per day is a kind of transaction that talks about the backbone that India offers to anybody who comes for the investment in Madhya Pradesh or in India. We have about 5.5 million Indian technologists who work day in and day and out, and out of which 150K people are essentially the engineers are from Madhya Pradesh itself. If we talk about the AI Development Index, Madhya Pradesh ranks 4th amongst various states that we have. So we have a very, very positive competition within the states, and there are opportunities that we offer. But before we start on further, there are some numbers that I want to tell specifically about IT, ITES, ESDM and data centers. This industry itself contributes about $350 billion of worth export, with 10% of its contribution in its, the national GDP. There is about $200 billion of export in year 2024 itself, with 5.5 million of people actually employed in this sector. $30 billion of worth investment in data centers with a CAGR of 32% on a regular basis. 2,500 emerging GCC destination by 2030, it is estimated. As of now, it is already 1,800 plus global capability centers, employing 4.5 million people into these, and this is growing by numbers. So you can well imagine the kind of technological prowess that India offers, the states offer. This growth has come from essentially 5 big cities, the metro cities in India, which is Bangalore, Noida, Gurgaon, Pune, Hyderabad, etc. But the next wave of growth is coming from tier 2 cities, which are essentially spread across the whole country, and 2 of them fall within Madhya Pradesh, which is Indore and Bhopal, and here is a case that we want to say. In multi-tier locations, you have little bit of challenges now because of the cost arbitrage, which is getting down lower and lower because of the attrition that you would face in the technological people or the employees, and also some of the infrastructure challenges. And hence, the tier 2 cities like Bhopal and Indore offer you a very, very good environment to come and invest in it. If you talk about the amount of investment, the kind of culture that exists within the country, there are about 7,000 startups which are working in 80 SEZs, which are specifically oriented for the exports. There are about 15% of talent pool coming from tier 2 cities working in these startups and the companies spread across the country, and therefore there is no dearth of talent, there is no dearth of opportunities and other. But this is just the numbers. Let us talk about the other advantages which an investor would like to see within the country. And here we offer within the Madhya Pradesh a vibrant tech ecosystem, which means about 5 IT SEZs, 15 IT parks, 50 plus large IT companies, having about 150K employees working in these. We have around 300 engineering colleges churning out 50,000 students every year in engineering as engineering graduates. We have institutions of national importance like IIT, IIT-DM, IIMs within the state, and also in the medical field, the most prestigious institutions like AIMS. We have government, but government is such that it is the least form of government, but the best form of governance. We work on least of the interventions, and that is why we have come out with the policies which are transparent in nature, which are without any interference or without any sustenance or any discretionary powers with the officers. So whatever is written, whatever is published is your right, and you can actually seek that without even interacting with any government officials. It is all online based system. If we talk about energy requirement, because when we talk about IT, we talk about ITES, we think about exports, and exports are now becoming much more required with the use of green energy. Madhya Pradesh is the only state which offers 24/7 green energy to any industry which is IT, ITES, data center oriented. We have also an opportunity of open access. You can also have a captive generation plant of a renewable energy, and you can be asking this energy from the state distribution companies. You have ease of living and work-life balance, which is mostly desired by the Germans, which is also desired by the European nationals. And we have an entrepreneurial culture, which means that we have sufficient number of tech startups that you can bank upon to get the talent required within the state. If we talk about the other advantages, you would see that if I compare it with the other cities within the country, Indore has the least land rentals available from amongst the big cities. So you can actually have a plug and play without investing into your capital, into the structures. You can have a cost of living which is far, far lower than the other cities, and thereby you can save into your cost of production. If you talk about pollution index, it is one of the least polluted cities in the country. We, in fact, successfully have 7 consecutive years when we were declared as the cleanest cities and the cleanest capitals within the state. We have the traffic commute index compared to other cities much favorable to the employees, and that makes the life easier for anybody who is employed in Madhya Pradesh. If we talk about the case of Germany, we compare investment cost. If you talk about the developer, junior developer, you talk about the middle level developer, you talk about the senior level entrepreneur, or you talk about software professional, you would see the cost arbitrage that you would gain if you invest in Madhya Pradesh on a substantial basis, and it is mostly less than half of what you would be paying to anybody who is working in Munich or in any cities of Germany versus what you will be getting the persons working in Indore or Bhopal or in Madhya Pradesh. But these are the advantages which you would essentially say that yes, these are the additional advantages, but what is it that the incentives is being offered by the government of Madhya Pradesh? So Honorable Chief Minister has decided that it is not one single industry when we talk about IT, ITS, ESDM and data centers. He said that it has to be bifurcated based on the requirement of the industry, and that is why we have carved out that for IT, ITS industries, you would have separate set of incentives versus the ESDM industry would have a separate set of incentives. While you have a data centers, you would have another set of incentives. And the incentives run into a huge amount of money that I would show it, but you would see that rebate on land is up to 75%, which is already very cheap. The capex assistance is up to 25% of the investment that you would be making. Interest assistance is up to 6% of interest that you would be paying. Stamp duty is completely waived off, and other incentives are there. Just to make a distinction between what we have done in the policy, if you talk about ITES, the energy is not the raw material, but if you talk about data centers, the energy is the raw material that we have considered, and that is why we have given additional incentive for usage of power when you establish a data center. If you talk about this, ultimate question to the business and the groups is, how is it working out as an ROI? So just to give you an example, if you invest 12 million euros in ITES, you get back 3 million euros from the state of Madhya Pradesh as an incentive. If you invest 12 million euros in data center, you get back 5 million euros as an incentive given the different kind of things. If you invest 12 million euros in ESDM sector, you essentially get 7 million euros back. And if you invest in developer, as a developer, you may not be an IT, ITS industry, you have created an infrastructure and you are a developer even then. And this is the only state which gives this incentive to the developers. If you invest $12 million, 12 million euros, you get back 3 million euros onto your investment. No other state can offer this kind of incentive, financial incentives, and these are your right. This you get through the policy. You don't have to go around anywhere knocking at the door of officers. This is your right. It's a published policy and it is online system. But over and above this, if you are investing, if you are a large investor, you go beyond these numbers, then Honorable Chief Minister has the power to give you additional advantages, additional incentives. So if you are making 25 million worth of investment in IT, ITS, you get an additional package or a tailor-made package as asked by you. If you are investing $35 million in ESDM, you get an additional advantage. And if you are making a 60 million euros of investment in data centers, you get additional advantages based on your requirements, based on your expectations. So finally, this is not the it, but we are also working on AVGC policy. I see that there are some investors in AVGC. We have multiple names which have originated from Madhya Pradesh. The Mowgli, the Jungle Book story originated from Madhya Pradesh. The Purple Turtle is an animation company which has housed in Bhopal. There are multiple other cartoons like Ninja Hattori, 4.5, Friends, Koni 2, Little Krishna, Chota Bheem. These are all done here in Madhya Pradesh. We have multiple OTT platforms that you see on Netflix and Prime Video. They are all shot and designed and worked in Madhya Pradesh. And finally, looking at this, we have created the understanding that we require capex, we require talent, we require technology, and in all these verticals, government of Madhya Pradesh is offering you multiple advantages, incentives which run into crores, which run into millions based on what you are making an investment. And soon we are also coming out with a global capability centers policy. So you would see that if you see the whole spectrum of investment in IT, ITS and other, no other state probably in India, and probably I can say that no other country in any part of the globe can possibly give this kind of an incentive, which are your right, and you can seek them without even visiting any government officer. So that's all that I wanted to say. I would invite you over to come over to Madhya Pradesh, be the part of this exciting new journey, and please invest in Madhya Pradesh and be welcomed very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your perspectives on technology and development in Madhya Pradesh. We now welcome Dr. Tobias Rosenthal, Chairman of Bialakho Group, to share his industry perspectives on opportunities in Madhya Pradesh.
Thank you very much. So, hello everyone, guten Nachmittag. Dear Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, dear our honorable guests from the government. We are very happy to have you here today, and I thank also all of you for being present today to discuss how we can basically have an even deeper partnership between Germany and Madhya Pradesh. When I was asked to give a little bit on the perspective from a German company that is already present, I was delighted to do so because we have been in Madhya Pradesh already for like 25 years. And we had so far really a fantastic experience. Maybe to explain a little bit why I think this might be a typical story. Bialakho is a producer of additives for the plastic and construction industry. In this regards, we are a typical mid-size Mittelstands company in Germany who have been doing our internationalization in the last years. And one of the first was when we came to India. And when we were looking where to go in India, we decided at that time already to go to Madhya Pradesh. That was in 1999. And from the beginning on, we felt very supported there. And now, after a journey of 25 years, last year we had the pleasure of having our 200 years celebration. And this was also the inauguration for us of our largest site now internationally. We have 15 production sites, but the largest nowadays is in India, and it's in Madhya Pradesh. And I want to share a little bit why we decided to stay there. Because when we were looking into a new investment, which started around 5 years ago, we were doing an intensive study on India because our customers are basically spread out all over the country. And we were looking into different regions, doing heat maps, and then realized from a logistic point of view, it just makes very much sense where we are at the moment. And then we were starting to dig a little bit deeper and also talk again with our partners from the government and the industrial park, and realized that on the one hand, we can get good incentive schemes, which is always a plus for sure, but it's also a good place to find new people for us, because with the new investment, we also needed a lot of new workers. And the city, talking about someone who has been there once in a while only, I can say really developed tremendously. And so nowadays, we can see that in Madhya Pradesh, we have on the one hand the right workforce, but we have also the right infrastructure and the right incentive schemes. And this is basically a combination that forced our decision to go there. So, but this is not only the only reason why we really like to be there, because in our industry, being part of the plastic industry, for sure sustainability is also a big issue. And we learned pretty fast during the process of building the new site that this is also highly valued, because we were doing a lot of investments in solar farms and also new kinds of energy production. And even our team, local team, was doing a great job. Thank you, Modi, for getting also a platinum award for this new building. And this also then has impacts on not only our local business, but also on our global footprint. And for that reason, we learned that also regarding sustainability, we can lead the way with our factory in India. So, and another story maybe I would like to share was, because when we did this construction, it was in the middle of the COVID time. And this was for sure a quite challenging time. We have been doing a couple of investments in the last last years around the world. But in India, we really had the opportunity to continue, even despite the fact that we had the COVID crisis, with our investment. The investment was finished on time and in budget, and this was something we would not have achieved anywhere else in the world. So with that, I would like to thank you very much, and I would like to encourage everyone who is interested in coming to Madhya Pradesh to talk to us here in our German facility or also our team in India. And if you're part of the plastic industry, for sure you're also welcome to talk to us at any point. And I would like to express my gratitude for you, because I think it's one thing having the incentive schemes, but the other thing is coming here and having the direct dialogue with the investors and the potential investors and share some experience. We will be here for the rest of the session, so also our Indian team is here, so if you want to talk, we are happy to do so. So thanks again for giving us the chance to share some experience, and we are looking forward to continue our partnership and to be part of the story in Madhya Pradesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rosenthal, for sharing your valuable experience. We now invite Dr. Rajesh Rajora, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Madhya Pradesh, to share his thoughts and insights.
Honorable Chief Minister, honorable dignitaries, esteemed business leaders, representatives of industries, and distinguished guests. It's a pleasure to address this interactive session in Munich on behalf of the government of Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, often referred to as Heart of India, is not only geographically centrally located, but is also rapidly emerging as a hub of economic growth and industrial transformation. Madhya Pradesh is committed to supporting India's goal of becoming a $5 trillion economy. With our strategic location, abundant natural resources, and progressive governance, the state is well positioned to play a key role in this national vision. Ranked as a top achiever in Business Reforms Action Plan, Madhya Pradesh has streamlined business processes and enhanced transparency. Our commitment to ease of doing business is reflected in number of investments attracted by us, demonstrating the confidence investors have in our policies and our infrastructure. Madhya Pradesh is an emerging leader in renewable energy, food processing, pharmaceuticals, IT and ITES industries, and automotive manufacturing. As home of the Riva Ultra solar power project, MP offers significant opportunities for clean energy collaborations. The growing automotive and EV sector invite partnerships for setting up units in the state. With a global skill park in the state, Madhya Pradesh is poised for advance in skilling and manufacturing sector. MP also offers opportunities in IT and ITES, textile, garmenting, chemicals, pharma, agri-tech, food processing, and mining sectors. Our collaborative approach ensures that investors not only find opportunities but also sustainable solutions for their ventures. Let us work together to build partnerships that benefit both Madhya Pradesh and Germany, fostering mutual growth and prosperity. On behalf of Government of Madhya Pradesh, I extend my heartfelt thanks for your presence here today, and I look forward to engaging discussions that will pave the way for impactful collaborations. I take this opportunity to invite you all to Global Investor Summit, which will be organized in February 2025 in the state capital of Bhopal. Thank you, and I hope to see and welcome you in Madhya Pradesh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable remarks. Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav, to deliver his special remarks. Dr. Mohan Yadav, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, is a dedicated leader with a strong background in public services. Committed to transparency and efficiency,
आज के इस कार्यक्रम में मंच पर विराजमान डॉक्टर टोबियास, प्रबंध निदेशक बेयर लाकर, श्रीमान सौरभ जी, CII पश्चिमी क्षेत्र अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समिति, SES राजा राजौरा जी, SES संजय दुबे जी, PS राघवेंद्र सिंह जी, भारत के काउंसिल जनरल शत्रुघ्न सिन्हा जी, उद्योग जगत के सभी साथियों, आप सबको नमस्कार। जर्मनी के बवेरिया प्रदेश की राजधानी म्यूनिख की धरती पर आयोजित इस सत्र में मध्य प्रदेश की 8.5 करोड़ जनता की ओर से मैं आप सबका इस सत्र में उपस्थित होने के लिए धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूं और स्वागत करता हूं। भारत और जर्मनी के अतीत के काल से बहुत गहरे संबंध हैं। खास करके उद्योग और व्यवसाय जगत में भी हमारे संबंध बहुत मजबूत हैं। हमने इन संबंधों को निभाया भी है। यूरोप के सभी देशों से अगर तुलना की जाए तो जर्मनी मध्य प्रदेश में सबसे ज़्यादा निवेश करने वाला देश है। मेरा जर्मनी दौरा इन संबंधों को और मजबूत करने की दिशा में एक कदम है। आज मैं यहाँ एक स्पष्ट उद्देश्य के साथ आया हूँ। हम जर्मनी के साथ एक नई तरह की साझेदारी चाहते हैं। साझेदारी जो केवल व्यापार तक सीमित न हो। हम चाहते हैं कि जर्मनी की कंपनियां अपनी उन्नत तकनीकी के साथ मध्य प्रदेश में निवेश करें। मध्य प्रदेश में उपलब्ध प्राकृतिक मानव संसाधनों एवं जर्मन की तकनीक का जिनमें संगम हो। मित्रों, मध्य प्रदेश आज एक संपूर्ण इन्वेस्टमेंट डेस्टिनेशन है। यह एक विशाल मार्केट है जो कि निवेशकों के लिए स्वर्णिम अवसर भी है। जब मैं मध्य प्रदेश की क्षमताओं की बात करता हूं तो आंकड़े खुद बोलते हैं। मध्य प्रदेश आज भारत की सबसे तेज बढ़ती अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में से एक है। हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था पिछले एक दशक में 3 गुना हुई है। हमारी विकास दर दोहरे अंक में है, लेकिन यह तो शुरुआत है। पिछले एक दशक में हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था 3 गुना हुई है। हम एक पावर सरप्लस स्टेट हैं। सिर्फ यही नहीं, प्रदेश में उद्योगों के लिए पर्याप्त पानी भी अलग से आरक्षित किया है। मध्य प्रदेश में आपकी फैक्ट्री को कभी बिजली और पानी की कमी नहीं आएगी, इसकी गारंटी है। मध्य प्रदेश क्षेत्रफल की दृष्टि से देश का दूसरा सबसे बड़ा राज्य है। हमारे पास उद्योगों की और उद्योगों के लिए आवश्यक भूमि की खासकर इसमें कोई कमी नहीं है। ग्रीन एनर्जी में भी हम देश के अग्रणी राज्यों में से एक हैं, जहां हम अपनी इकाइयों में ग्रीन एनर्जी का उपयोग करके उत्पाद बना सकते हैं, वहीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मापदंडों का भी पालन कर सकते हैं। मित्रों, जब मैं प्रक्रिया को आसान करने की बात करता हूं तो केवल वादे नहीं करते, बल्कि क्रांतिकारी बदलाव भी आ रहा है। सिर्फ 30 दिन में सभी विभागों की महत्वपूर्ण मंजूरियां, यह अपने आप में हमारी कार्यशैली का प्रकटीकरण है। और सबसे बड़ी बात, हमने 2000 से अधिक प्रक्रियात्मक व्यवस्थाओं को या तो खत्म कर दिया या सरल बना दिया है। कई कानूनों के प्रावधानों को खत्म किया है जो बिजनेस में रुकावट बनते थे। इसका आशय साफ है, निवेशकों को कानूनी जटिलताओं से नहीं, अपने व्यवसाय में मदद करने से बात बनती है। यही कारण है कि हमें भारत सरकार ने बिजनेस स्थापना करने वाले राज्यों में पुरस्कार देकर कई बार अग्रिम पंक्ति में स्थापित किया है। मुख्यमंत्री कार्यालय में हमारी विशेष टीम निवेशकों के लिए समर्पित है। हम कहते हैं मध्य प्रदेश में निवेशक मेहमान नहीं, परिवार का एक अंग है। इसलिए हर प्रोजेक्ट की मॉनिटरिंग भी मैं खुद करता हूं। आज निर्णय लें और कल से अपना प्लान चालू करें। मित्रों, आज एक ऐसी उपलब्धि हम साझा करना चाहते हैं जो विकास की यात्रा में एक मील का पत्थर है। हमारी रीजनल इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव नेशनल रोड शो के माध्यम से 25 बिलियन यूरो का निवेश हमने आकर्षित किया है। यह सिर्फ एक आंकड़ा नहीं है, ये दर्शाता है कि भारतीय उद्योग जगत में मध्य प्रदेश की क्षमताओं पर किस प्रकार से विश्वास है। और इसी विश्वास को लेकर के मैं यहाँ आया हूँ। जर्मनी की कंपनियाँ भी इस विकास यात्रा का हिस्सा बने। मुझे खुशी है आज इस सत्र में कई ऐसे सफल उद्योगपति मौजूद हैं जिन्होंने भारतीय मूल होने के नाते न केवल जर्मनी में अपनी पहचान बनाई, बल्कि वैश्विक व्यापार में नए कीर्तिमान भी स्थापित किए हैं। मित्रों, आज मैं एक निमंत्रण विशेष लेकर आया हूँ। आगामी फरवरी माह में भोपाल में, जो भारत की स्वच्छतम राजधानी एवं झीलों की एक विशेष नगरी है, जहां हम ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टमेंट समिट करने जा रहे हैं। यह एक समिट नहीं होगी, यह आपको हमारी मध्य प्रदेश की प्राचीन मेहमान नवाजी से भी जोड़ेगी, जो आज तेज गति से बढ़ने वाले एक राज्य की अलग इतिहास की कहानी लिखने को तत्पर है। आइए मैं व्यक्तिगत रूप से भी आपको आमंत्रित करता हूं। मुझे मालूम है जिस धरती पर आकर मैं अपनी बात कह रहा हूं, ये मैक्स मूलर की धरती है, जिनने हमारे वेदों के पवित्रतम ग्रंथों को दुनिया के सामने सरलता के साथ अनुवाद करके उसकी गहराई से समझाने का प्रयास किया है। मैं जर्मन में अपनी बात कह रहा हूँ तो मैं ये भी जानता हूँ कि ये ऐसा अपने पुरुषार्थ और परमार्थ के साथ जीने वाली संस्कृति के लोग हैं, जिनकी दुनिया में किसी और देश से समीपता हो न हो, लेकिन निश्चित रूप से भारत के साथ समीपता है, जो आपकी इच्छा शक्ति के साथ आपके मन के अंदर के संकल्प को प्रतिबिंबित करती है, जिसने कड़ी से कड़ी चुनौतियाँ सेकंड वर्ल्ड वार में भी सहन की है और दुनिया के सामने मजबूत अर्थव्यवस्था बन करके अपनी एक अलग पहचान बनाई है। मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूँ, आपके अंदर की जीवटता का भी, और संसार में आगे बढ़ने के लिए भारत और जर्मनी को दोनों के लिए समान अवसर उपलब्ध है। आइए एक बार फिर मध्य प्रदेश की तरफ रुख करें और हमारी साझा विरासत को मजबूत करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय।
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring remarks. To conclude the session, I invite Mr. Saurabh Sangla, Chairman of CII, Western Region International Committee and Managing Director of Adroit Industries, to share his concluding remarks.
Dr. Mohan Yadavji, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, dignitaries on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, Guten Abend. It is a privilege to address such a distinguished gathering of German industrialists and thought leaders. Germany's global reputation for innovation, precision engineering, and industrial leadership aligns seamlessly with the aspirations of Madhya Pradesh, a state at the forefront of India's industrial renaissance. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Mohan Yadavji, Madhya Pradesh is undergoing a remarkable transformation. सर पिछले एक साल में जिस तरह से देश और ने भी गति पकड़ी है और खासकर हमारे मध्य प्रदेश ने गति पकड़ी है वो अभूतपूर्व है. I was just mentioning that our state in his leadership in the last 1 year has caught up with a tremendous economical boost with a lot of investments coming in, not only from national companies as well as from international companies. And it is just because of his quick decisions and extremely sharp policies specific to the sectors which you've heard from everybody who's spoken today. Madhya Pradesh enjoys a unique locational advantage. Being centrally situated in the country, it serves as a transshipment hub, ensuring seamless connectivity to key industrial and consumable markets across the country. Just imagine the whole population of Europe and the population of India. We are 140 billion people, and if you sit in the heart of the country, you have that whole market in your grip at the lowest logistics cost. So there is no better location than Madhya Pradesh. There is no bigger market in the world than India. More than this, the state boasts a 90% road connectivity index, well-developed rail and airport networks, and proximity to 2 major Indian ports, which are within 800 kilometers from the various industrial hubs of Madhya Pradesh. This certainly makes it a preferred destination for industries requiring efficient logistics and supply chain operations. There have been significant German investments in our state, namely Barlocker, and thank you so much for your investment. Other than Barlocker, companies like LAP, Hettich, and various others have invested and are continuing their growth and investment in our state. State boasts a number of wide industries. To name a few, automotive, textile, pharma, food. Also food, it reminds me that one of the major cities of Madhya Pradesh, which is the cleanest city, is the food capital of India. Food processing industries, software, IT, plastic processing, agro-commodities, capital goods manufacturing, infrastructure equipments, renewable energy, medical devices, and I can go on and on. Companies today in India, and especially in Madhya Pradesh, are led by highly educated and professional young blood. They are hungry for good technology. I'm sure the Germans are hungry for a bigger market. It could be a great combination of having a joint venture with the Indian companies and understanding the local mindset and accessing the local markets the way India can grow with your investments. Our group personally, thanks to Madhya Pradesh, thanks to the bureaucracy, thanks to the policies, and thanks to our Chief Minister, have been investing since last 20 years, and our investments have crossed over $100 million. And we continue to invest in the same state and grow in the same state. We have invested not only in automotive parts, but also irrigation, agriculture equipments, and construction equipments. More than that, renewable energy is the key, and our state has excellent policies for any investor, and so have we been an investor in the renewable energy. And I invite everybody to look at Madhya Pradesh from the bottom of my heart. Today, I am also delighted to tell you that Madhya Pradesh has recorded over 12% annual industrial growth, and in the current year, it is in fact much more. As far as ease of doing business is concerned, we've been told that Madhya Pradesh ranks as a top state in the country, and the rankings keep improving and also getting stronger. Today, I'm also speaking on behalf of CII, which is the Confederation of Indian Industry. I would be happy to tell you that Confederation of Indian Industry is an official partner for the Government of India and also for the Government of Madhya Pradesh. We at CII are formed by a lot of MSMEs and also groups like the Tatas, who are the top-notch group of the country. So we have a wide variety of corporates as well as small and medium investors. CII works primarily on policy advocacy and policy formations. It promotes industry-academia relationships. It also promotes industrial development, organizes a lot of business networking summits, a lot of investment summits. It offers skill development and trainings. It promotes international cooperation while advocating sustainability and innovation. It conducts economic research and encourages corporate social responsibility. So from the CII's point of view, we will be at your disposal for any questions, for any help that needs to be offered to any foreign investor. And believe me, Madhya Pradesh has one single window clearance. So all you need to do, knock is one door, and all your legal formalities and permissions will be granted within record days of less than a week to 10 days by just one department, and all your, whether it is pollution control, whether it is building construction, all permissions will be granted by just knocking one door. In conclusion, I urge you to consider Madhya Pradesh not just an investment destination, but as a partner in progress. Together with German ingenuity and Madhya Pradesh resources, we can create new paradigms of success. Thank you so much, and we look forward to welcoming you at the Invest MP Global Investor Summit in 2025 February at Madhya Pradesh, where opportunities abound and growth knows no bounds. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you found today's session insightful and engaging. That brings us to an end of the formal session. We now invite you all to join us for a networking high tea in the adjoining area. Let this be an opportunity to discuss partnerships and collaborations further. I would like to thank the Confederation of Indian Industries and MPIDC, Ernst & Young, AHK,